Hello there. The Prime Minister and Leader of the Opposition have ended their opening statements to today's Brexit debates in the House of Commons, and now the MPs are debating on all of those amendments. I've now had enough of the Remainer windbag and Tory MP Ken Clarke waffling on in the Commons chamber about stopping a no-deal exit from the EU, so I thought I'd do a quick video on events so far instead. The reason this video is so short and early is that I have a local council meeting tonight where we will be debating on our own weighty and important matters that directly affect the people of the hilltop town of Shaftesbury, and, as I'm a councillor, that must come before me finding out how our MPs intend to try and stop Brexit. Anyway, all I've seen so far is that the PM says no one wants to end up with a no-deal Brexit. I beg to disagree. No one wants to have a general election. Well, I'd talk to the opposition parties and their supporters about that. And no one wants a second EU referendum. On that, I would say she had a few hundred closet second referendumers sat around her as she spoke. She also said she would be supporting the amendment put forward by Sir Graham Brady, the chairman of the Tory 1922 committee, and said if it went through, she would hot-foot it to Brussels and get them to lift the bonnet of the withdrawal agreement and tinker about with the backstop element, something I think she'd be hard pushed to achieve. And when questioned on what the alternative arrangements to the backstop were in that amendment, answer came there none. Now, whenever the question of definitely leaving on the 29th of March came up, she sounded to me like she was only committing to leaving if we had her deal in place. And as some pointed out, trying to get a whole new backstop replacement inserted into her deal would probably require extending Article 50 anyway. So you can see where we're going, can't you? So Corbyn got up and whittled on about how the PM had failed everyone, and if he got the chance, he'd have a customs union to beat all customs unions sorted out with the EU that sounded more to me like he thought the EU would cave into all of his deluded demands and we would be in charge of trade and not the EU. He's having a laugh with that one. He did also say that he would back Yvette Cooper's amendment for a 3-month Article 50 extension, because he said an extension is now inevitable. Now, as that would therefore end prior to the new EU Parliament sitting in July, it sounds like he is committed to leaving the EU. Perhaps. The upshot of all of this is, she's off on the Brussels rounds again, and will come back on, I think she said, the 13th of February to make yet another statement and have another Groundhog Day meaningful vote. But the real danger now is that the amendment put forward by Yvette Cooper does get through tonight and goes through unamended itself, as that would pave the way to halting Brexit in its tracks. The fallout from that could be quite significant, to say the least. Anyway, I won't know until later, as they start voting on the 7 selected amendments just as I take my seat in the council chamber. While all this has been going on, there has been a sizable pro-Brexit rally going on outside Westminster, led by the UKIP leader and MEP Gerard Batten and his fellow UKIP MEP Mike Hookham. I know it must have been effective, as tweets were going out from Remainers there to try and get supporters in to help them. I know that Gerard was interviewed by the TV and other press, but it will be interesting to see if they end up giving UKIP airtime and a good and honest report. I would have loved to have been there with them, but local democracy calls. Anyway, for info, it's just started snowing here, so I must go and hunt my wellies out. But please let us all know what you think by leaving a comment below, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.